Hello and welcome to the kitchen. If you happen to see any white gritty powder on the bench, that's semolina. Michael experimented with bread and it is everywhere. Just accept it. It's never gonna be clean again. Now, a big gripe that I have with Australian cuisine is that most people who live here don't use native Australian ingredients. And there's so many that are so delicious. Macadamia is probably the one that most people know of, but things like lily pilly, pepper berries, like it's so good. My favorite ingredient though is Wattleseed. Now I buy mine from a place called Mabu Mabu, which is an indigenous owned restaurant cafe, and the owner's really cool actually. She ran a Zoom online damper making course at one point which I attended. They seem really fun. Anyway, I was talking about Wattleseed. It has quite a nice nutty flavour. I've only really tried it in drinks and desserts. I've seen it been used in cheesecake bases and stuff like that. But according to a little info on this, it can also be added to curries and stews. Might have to give that a shot at one point. So today I'm going to show you how to add it to drinks such as hot chocolate and latte. I say I'm going to show you with Michael's help, of course, because he's usually the one who makes the drinks, so actually knows what they're doing. Now with Wattleseed lattes, you can add a shot of coffee to them, but I actually prefer it without, and it does become a really nice caffeine-free alternative because the Wattleseed does add a nice nutty, almost coffee flavour but without the bitterness, and oh, it's just a really nice drink. Anyway, time to stop procrastinating. Let's go make the drinks! First up is the Wattleseed latte. Now for 2 people we add 300 ml of water and 300 ml of the milk of your choice. We chose unsweetened oat milk. Now if you think that we're just amazing at eyeballing these measurements, I'm here to wreck that illusion. There's actually measurements etched on the inside of this pot. And for the star ingredient, we add 2 heaped teaspoons of the Wattleseed and we let it steep in the liquid mixture for 10 minutes. Look at it, it's so pretty. Ooh. After it's been hanging out in the liquid for 10 minutes, it's time to bring the whole thing to the stove to bring it to a simmer, stirring occasionally. After the liquid becomes hot enough, you want to remove from the stove and pour into the cups through a strainer. Can't stress that enough. If you want to get extra fancy with it, you can reserve some of the strained milk to froth and give yourself a little bit of a cafe style experience. Another additional extra you can add to make it look really pretty is just to add a little bit of nutmeg to the top of the foam. The second drink is a Wattleseed hot chocolate. Now this drink has a bit more steps to it, but it is still manageable at home, so don't be too intimidated by it. So we start off again with the water-milk mixture, but the ratio is a bit different to the latte. So for 2 people, we add 400 ml of milk and 200 ml of hot water. We're using unsweetened oat milk because we like the flavour and it's a bit thicker than something like almond milk. But use the milk of your choice, play around, you might like a different combination. Now we bring this mixture to the stove, add the 2 teaspoons of the Wattleseed and bring to a simmer. While we're waiting for the liquid to heat up, mix together 1 teaspoon of corn flour with 2 teaspoons of cocoa powder. Then you want to mix this together with a few teaspoons of water until it becomes a delicious looking paste. I will highly discourage you from licking the spoon though, because it is not good by itself. Now that the liquid is hot enough, you want to add 100 grams of chocolate buttons. We prefer dark chocolate, but you can use milk chocolate instead. If you want the Wattleseed flavour to stand out a little bit more, you can add 80 grams instead of 100 grams of the chocolate. Once the chocolate has melted, you want to whisk in the corn flour and cocoa powder mixture. And then it's time to return the pot to the stove and bring it back to a simmer so the corn flour can thicken it slightly. And then you can strain it into the mug of your choice. Even without the Wattleseed, this is a gorgeous cafe style hot chocolate that holds flavours really well if you want to do a bit of experimenting. So there you have it, 2 very delicious drinks. I hope they have inspired you to treat yourself and make something fancy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you actually give this ingredient a shot because it's really tasty, and I also just want more people to be aware of its existence and enjoy it and appreciate it. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
You're mesmerized.
I guess you can put it down.